My name is Robert Laurence. I'm a writer and co-director of Beyond the Canvas. One of the things that I am most proud to see in our work is that we try to introduce other creatives to each other. A lot of actors, writers, a lot of different crew members may not have always a big social circle, and sometimes it can be difficult to meet up, especially as young people. A lot of things are always online, and there's a lack of third places for young people to meet. And one of the things that I am really proud to be part of BTC, because we try to make those places where you can build your networks, where you can find actors, directors, writers, crew people, anybody that you might need as part of your production to also come enjoy art together. We do everything from live painting at our shows. We regularly do film screenings for multiple different independent films and artists. We usually oftentimes even have some sort of live artwork such as mimes. We also had Lucha Libre come out. There's all sorts of different things that we try to do, and we try to support everybody in that creative world. And that's why I personally am so happy to be part of BTC, because I think that is really what creativity and art is all about. It's really about the community. Something I'm most proud of is my work doing Street Medicine, which is a documentary. Basically, we tell the story of a group of doctors and nurses that do site visits to the unhoused population and give them health care. I personally resonate a lot with this story, since my family always was in medical debt, and we never really even oftentimes had the care that we needed as a family from the healthcare system. And I think it's one of the biggest issues that a lot of people unfortunately don't talk enough about. And I think that seeing so many people that are just out there destitute in society, and we all see them every day, and yet there really hasn't been enough done to help people. And I think that that's one of the biggest things that I try to do, is I try to not only help individual people, but help tell people's story and show people that everyone is a creator. We're not consumers. We're not human resources or competitors or anything else that society pretends to try to box us into. We are really creators. And I think that by telling people's story, I really hope that people can see the full version of everyone and know that everyone has a story to tell. And that's what I am proud to have done with Street Medicine, because we talk to not only the doctors and nurses, but also the unhoused individuals out there themselves, and they get to tell their own story, and they get to talk about the different, not only the hardships that they've done, but the things that they've done to help their community. There was a nurse out there that tells her story in the documentary, where she actually saved a lot of people from ODing when she was a nurse. And she's now homeless, unfortunately, but she actually saved more people being homeless from ODing than being in the medical system. And I think that shows you a need, that there's a lot of people out there that don't have that. And there's several other stories. One of the characters that we interview as well, he basically would give people food. He basically made lean-to for himself under a bridge, and he would collect different stuff that he would find out of trash cans and different places and stuff like that. And he had his own little home, even though it wasn't really a good home necessarily. It was what he had, and even though, you know, when everybody would come by, he would always make sure that they at least left us something. And I think that you know, the generosity of people that, you know, even are destitute, I think is, you know, so it's off the charts, you know. And I think that if more people in society could learn something from that, I think that is what we should take away from that uh, documentary. So I'm working on a film called "There's a Pill for That," and that is telling, of course, the story of somebody trying to get healthcare. And unfortunately, in the dystopian system that we live in, that doesn't happen. But that dystopian system, you know, for artists is also a big issue. And I'm trying to complete this film, but I do need some funds to complete it. And if any of you would like to, if any of you have a healthcare story to tell where somebody you love, or maybe yourself, feel like you haven't been served by the healthcare system, this is a story for you, because it's a story about all of us, and that's why I'm wanting to tell it. So if you do have the means to donate to tell that story, I would love to connect with you and show you a little bit about it. And if it does connect with you, I'd love for you to be a part of this film and telling this very, very important story, because it's a story that I think we all can relate to. So one of the challenges in post-production is that I really wanted for the story to have everything on the character's face, because I wanted to show the audience at how the healthcare system feels to a person going through it. And so there's everything else is happening off screen. So we only go through, we see the story happening on my protagonist's face. And I am so deeply honored to be working with an actor that can play such a important role. Chris Bonetta is an amazing actor, and I think that that's what's going to be really special about this story, is that you're going to see how the healthcare system, what that does to a character, and how he, you know, while going on this journey, you know, almost like a hero's journey, what the healthcare system does to him. And I think that we all know from our own experience what that, how we look at the end going through the healthcare system. So I think that it's a really important journey, and so we're going to be doing all background CGI to help with the surrealism and to help the many different environments that the script called for. Since he was, you know, he's going to be in his at his office, at his, you know, in his car, trying to call on the phone, at the doctor's office, you know, back at this place, going and you know all these different places. And so we really didn't have time to shoot at all those places. So I think that it was important to just do something more intimate and more surreal. So we're going to have to do all the background green screen, and we've already shot that, but basically that would be mainly what it would be for, is to put money towards the special effects budget so that we could complete the film. And